Happy New Year, everyone. This is your good friend, Jessica Snow, and I'm going to bring to you the meditation that we have been doing in real life since 2012, with the exception of 1 year, on the beaches in Southern California on New Year's Eve morning. So since 2012, we have been, if you can imagine this, real people coming together, sitting on the beach in Southern California in a circle, and we've been doing this specific ocean meditation to really help us leave what we want to leave in the old year and create space for what we're going to draw in the new year. Now, interestingly, I think, we didn't do this last year in 2019 because I was dealing with some personal stuff. Well, we didn't do this New Year's Eve morning meditation in 2019, and we all see what happened in 2020. So quite obviously, it's very important that we do this meditation even over technology, so that 2021, we're really entering into fresh. So away we go. Everything in this meditation is a suggestion, is a choose your own adventure situation. There is a lot of water, there is a lot of ocean. If you don't like that, insert some other natural environment or element and tune into that energy to help you with your releasing, letting go, and surrendering. And also really this kind of expansiveness that any of us can tune into with any aspect of nature. So the suggestion is to close your eyes. You can keep them open and just let your gaze become soft if closing your eyes isn't good for you. And just really, let's just enjoy this time and imagine that we're all here together. So as you're ready, letting your eyes close. And just to begin, let's just really tune in to everything you can hear. So maybe there are sounds where you are, or maybe you can even tune into the sounds where I am. But just allowing ourselves the luxury of really arriving in this exact unique moment in our lives by paying attention to the sounds or the silence around us at this exact unique moment. So the more sounds you are aware of, the more you're drawn into the present moment and the more presence you enjoy. So just letting that happen, paying attention to sound. And then starting to tune into the feeling of breathing and attending to the feeling of breathing the same way you are attending to the sound. So now, instead of noticing the sounds, you're just noticing the body breathing, and it's almost like the air is breathing you. So everything's very natural, very easy. You're almost being breathed by the air, and you're tuning in to the rhythm of the breath. Maybe your breathing starts to sync up a little bit with the sound of the waves. So in the same way the waves of the ocean come in and go out, so too is the rhythm of the breath in and then out. Just kind of tuning your breathing to the rhythm of the waves. Now imagine that your awareness is an anchor that has been dropped down into a very deep sea. And feel your awareness in this little anchor form dropping down into the ocean, drifting down past all the currents of the ocean, and feel this anchored awareness landing on the sandy bed of the ocean. And from that point, that very anchored present point, you can use your awareness now to look up through the water. Maybe you can see some sunlight filtering down through the water from high above. And now experience all events that are happening to you right now in real time as sea creatures riding or swimming through the currents above you. So you are this anchored awareness. And here come some events, some thoughts, some emotions, some fears or fantasies about the future, some memories of the past, some physical sensation in the body. All of these are real-time events, and you're just the anchored awareness, and you're watching each event like a little sea creature as it arises, exists, and then sails on. So this is very pure, very simple. You are the friendly witness, the anchored point of awareness. And you are perceiving everything that is happening for you, every event, every thought, every preference, every emotion in real time as it arises, exists, and sails on. That's it. Very pure practice here. Perceiving the events of your life in real time. And you can be a little playful, it can be a little funny to see what kind of sea creatures personify these different thoughts and events. And then if you get lost, you just draw yourself back to that anchored presence. Give you a little time just to kind of play around with watching each thing arise, exist, and then swim on. You've gotten lost, just use this little bit more time just to really be perceiving. It can be very insightful to see what kind of sea creatures, these thoughts, these emotions, these sensations, these memories, these fantasies, how do they appear as they arise and flow in on the current? You touch them with your awareness, and then you watch them sail on. Now release the image of yourself as the anchor and now become the ocean. Become the expanse, the immense hugeness that all events are flowing through. Become oceanic, become expansive. Feel what it feels like to be the ocean. let insights in. If there are any feelings of power or pleasure present as you embody the ocean that holds all these things, that there's enough space for all these things to move and flow through. So a little bit of time just being as expansive as the ocean itself. Perhaps being slightly aware of your witness consciousness and the events, but it's so much more coming into the frequency, the alignment, the feeling of being oceanic, of being the ocean. Few more moments playfully enjoying just this moment of embodying this oceanic frequency, this expansiveness, this space for all things. All that movement, all that flow, that greatness. Now, in your mind's eye, in your imagination, see yourself standing right at the edge of where the ocean waves lap up onto the shore. So your feet are on the hard, packed, wet sand, and the ocean waves are just gently lapping at your toes, lapping at your feet, maybe coming up to maybe your ankles. As each wave comes in, it touches your feet and then it draws back. And then it touches your feet again as it rolls in and then draws back. And really keying into the feeling of that earth and that water, this place that they meet. And that's right where your feet are. And then very gently drawing all of your awareness to the crown of your head, the very top of your head. And starting there, just let everything that you no longer need, any old ideas, old habits of body or mind, anything holding you back, keeping you quiet, keeping you small, anything you do not need to carry into the fresh new year, feel it all growing heavy within you, and from the crown of your head, sinking down past your forehead, the back of your head, your face, your throat, the back of your neck, feeling these things like little metal filings or little metal fibers sinking down, like the earth is magnetizing them down. Gravity is putting extra force on them, sinking these little bits of things down through your throat, your upper chest, your high back, your shoulders, down your arms, past your elbows, past your wrists, out your fingertips. Anything you no longer need, any heaviness now sinking down past your upper chest, your mid back, your belly, your abdomen, your low back, your hips, your pelvis, and all that it holds, down past your legs, your knees, your shins, your calves, your ankles, and feel all of that kind of metallic filament kind of energy sinking down like magnets all to that place where your feet, your bare feet, are on the wet sand. And then over the next little bit, just let the saltwater waves that are lapping at your feet and the wet earth under your feet just draw that heaviness, anything that needs to be released, anything that you want to let go. The salt water, the wet earth draws it out of you now. And it's okay to be playful and light about this. It doesn't need to be a big grind. In fact, it's almost better if you don't name or explain anything, or even kind of let the ocean and the earth do the deciding of what is being drawn out of you now. And if it helps as you breathe, let your body breathe naturally, but anytime you exhale, just think the words let go. Just feel the salt water and the wet earth is drawing all of that heaviness out of your body. The sea and the earth and the sun know exactly how to recycle and transmute that energy. Right now, they're freeing it up for something better. And if you want, you can kind of go through this one more time from the crown of the head. Just let go, let go, let go. Release, surrender. Don't think about it. Feel it shifting and drifting and sinking down through your body, all the way down in the direction of your feet until all that heaviness is pulled down to the soles of your feet, and then the waves lapping at your feet and the wet earth just gently draw this stuff out of you. And you just think, let go, let go, let go. You let it happen. Now turning your awareness, tuning yourself in to the spaciousness that now exists inside you. And as you're tuning into this kind of fresh, energetic configuration you've created inside yourself, in your mind's eye, standing there right where the sea meets the land, see yourself looking out onto the horizon, looking out onto that threshold where the sea, the enormous great sea, meets the enormous great sky. And as you look out onto that horizon, start to tune into your heart, tune into your soul, tune into your spirit. And as you're looking out onto that horizon, something floating and bobbing on the surface of the water starts to glint, starts to shine, is reflecting the sunlight. And this shining thing is being brought to you by the sea. The sea is delivering you this shining, beautiful, now you can see it, it is a bottle. And inside the bottle, this glass bottle, is a message, some piece of paper or parchment all wrapped up. And allow the sea to now deliver this message from your deepest, truest, wildest, most instinctual parts of you. It sent you this message in a bottle, and now the waves of the ocean deliver this shining message in a bottle right to your feet. See yourself reaching down to pick up the bottle. See yourself uncorking the bottle, and see yourself shaking out this piece of rolled up paper and parchment. And then unroll that parchment or that paper and receive this message from this very deep, wise, instinctual, knowing part of yourself. And this message may be in words, it may be images, it may be a symbol. You may unroll that paper or parchment and see a little vignette or even a little movie play out right there in front of you. And you may also unroll that paper or parchment and see nothing, but suddenly know new things. The information may just pop into your awareness. So receiving this message in a bottle, taking it to heart, knowing that this message that's come in this bottle is something that you're going to be able to work with all through 2021. So today is just the beginning. And as you're taking this message to heart, feel free to speak to the ocean as if you are friends, or speak to the sky as if you are friends, or speak to the earth or the sun as if you are friends, and get more information or more feelings of power or pleasure. So really integrating this message that came for you. And feeling all alchemical parts of this meditation, this ocean meditation, this New Year's, kind of on the cusp of the New Year's meditation. Let all of it, its magic, kind of integrate within you now. So really receiving whatever was in that bottle, whatever message, really receiving it wholeheartedly with your whole heart. It's from a very deep and special place inside you, deep within your depths. So its wisdom is like better than gold. Breathing it in, taking it in, integrating it, letting other little bits of insight and new information gather around it. Feel how your high heart feels as you receive this message from your deep self. If you have questions about this message, you could ask for another bottle to arrive with a clarification message. You could talk to the ocean or the sand or the sky or the sun. And knowing that you can keep working with this process that you've done today, and also with this specific message that came from your deep self, all throughout 2021, all throughout the new year. Now gently start to draw yourself home by paying attention to the feeling of breathing. And then draw yourself further home by paying attention to everything you can hear. And then when you hear the sound of the bells, you can open your eyes. Jessica Snow. Thank you so much for joining me today for this meditation. Feel free to listen back to it as much as you like. And may the benefits of your practice go to you, your friends and loved ones, and in some way the whole world. And for more things like this, you know where to find me. YouAreMagicLA.com. Happy New Year!